This program is brought to you by Emory University.
His Holiness David Beasley with Global Atlanta. Do you think capitalism will eventually transform China into a democracy?
I don't know. Capitalism alone, I don't know. But People's Republic of China, a great nation, most populated nation, however, part of the world, they have to go along the world trend. So world trend, democracy, openness, transparent, rule of law. That's the world trend. Later part of 20th century, now it shows any people, want freedom. And the reality also, without the utilization of individual creativity, there is stagnation in culture or scientific research or economy in every field. So without individual freedom, you cannot utilize creativity nature, creativity potential. So therefore, freedom is very, very important. And then now here I want to tell you, I want to share with you, I always see, because of the mentioning, People's Republic of China, the great nation, as I mentioned earlier, because the most populated nation, and the economy also is now becoming stronger. So now, in order to carry important constructive role on this planet, trust, respect from the rest of the world is very essential. For that reason, transparency is very, very important. Remain close society, and everything stayed secret. That creates more suspicion, more distrust. So that's immense sort of hindrance, the Chinese positive contribution for better world. And then another way, another aspect, I telling to my Chinese friend, 1.3 billion Chinese people have every right to know the reality. And also 1.3 billion Chinese people also have the ability to see what is right, what is wrong. So under that circumstances, the government or hardliner, they put a lot of censorship, is immoral. Must create open China, open society. That's very essential. So that will go. Now, recently, a few months, including Prime Minister Wen Jiabao himself, now publicly, express now China need more political liberalization. And some leaders, even they mentioned China need more democratic, because of democratic sort of, more democracy like that. So this is a world trend.
Our last question, Your Holiness, from Bali.
Hi, Your Holiness. I was just wondering how you foresee the relationship between Emory and Tibet evolving in the future, particularly outside of the Emory-Tibet Science Initiative.
As I mentioned earlier, in the past, up to now, this modern science mainly focusing external matter. The scientists, they not investigate their own mind.
themselves now.
As if looks, you see, scientist 100% perfect. So just you see, watching outside. As I mentioned earlier, you see the nuclear scientist now brought this disaster. Of course, I think the politicians, this also is very much involved. But in any way, you see, now I think time is coming. Now, later part of 20th century, within the scientific community, now begin to,
Awaken.
Interest, begin to start interest to about our mind, about brain. That's mainly, I think, the knowledge about brain, neuron, rapidly advance. So that automatically you see bring the idea, the relation, emotion, mind, and brain. So that's, I think, as I mentioned before, I think a very, very healthy way. So in that respect, I think this relation can be make, I think, a major contribution for the academic field.
In the academic arena.
Oh, so far 3 universities, you see, involved. Then some scientists in Europe also. Now, eventually, you see, some scientists, I think, even from China, naturally to come. So these are, I think, these are seed. So it will
Grow.
Grow. This I feel.
Wonderful.
Your Holiness, President Wagner, thank you for your time today. Best wishes for a happy and productive program.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.